Everybody says they want freedom, but give them freedom for a month and they don't know what to do with themselves. Freedom sounds amazing until you realize it means owning your own choices. Nobody wants someone telling them what they have to do or what they should do. We need to understand the idea that freedom comes with a lot of responsibilities. Freedom means, complete freedom means being able to take responsibility for your own choices as well. Yes, complete freedom means you can't blame other people for your own choices. You want financial freedom, you need financial responsibility. You're in such a state where you're poor, you need money. Your financial condition is pretty bad. If you're in such situations, instead of blaming others, instead of playing the victim card, what you can really do is take responsibility. Take responsibility for your finances, for your work, and just try to get out in such a way to achieve freedom. Wanting freedom does not necessarily mean just longing for freedom and just sitting around and just saying, my life would have been better if I just had the freedom and I could have done whatever I wanted. If you have really wanted freedom, you should have chased it. And freedom doesn't really start the moment you have money. Take an example for financial freedom right from now. Financial freedom doesn't start from the moment you decide, when money starts coming in. It starts from the moment you decide to change, you decide to start making. The lights have just gone off, but we're still gonna make the video. No excuses. What were we talking about? Okay, so financial freedom. Financial freedom starts from the moment you decide to make changes in your finances, in your decisions, in your work. And that's when financial freedom starts. You start taking responsibility for the decisions you make. You start playing you stop playing the victim card. You stop blaming others, and you basically just start taking responsibility. You start taking accountability, and that's how you start leaning towards freedom, right? And majority of the people have this idea about freedom as just living your life in their own way, which is true, all right, which is good. But what we need to understand is that freedom starts from the moment we decide to change our lives in our own ways, not just when we have the results of the freedom. Whatever decisions you make, you have to be able to, even if something bad goes on, you have to be able to really be accountable, and you have to be able to be just accept that this is what you chose. This is what you choose. This is what you have chosen, and just move forward with your life. That's what actual freedom actually is. You don't give a shit about anything else. It's just that you have this complete sense of freedom in your mind. What we do need to understand is that a lot of people do not actually want freedom. They just want comfort without restriction. And this is what you need to understand. Is it that you really want freedom? Or is it that you just like the idea of freedom? You just like the comfort without the restriction? And it's very important that you understand yourself with these things, because having an understanding about what you're actually liking or what you want to do, what you want to achieve, it related to everything, will help you achieve, help you understand more about your identity and help you understand more about your goals and your dreams as well. So what we do need to understand is that if you're also in such a situation where you always say to yourself you want freedom, you want this, you want that, you want freedom, you just hate when people try to just tell you whatever you want, tell you what to do. Do you ask yourself, do you really like the idea of freedom? You just want freedom, you don't give a shit, you're willing to take responsibility, accountability, everything? Or do you just like the idea about the comfort without restriction? The more responsibility, so in simple words, the most responsibility you can handle, the more freedom you actually have. Freedom isn't necessarily being able to do whatever you want. It's just being able to being capable of handling yourself with whatever comes with what you want. You need to have this idea, if you really want freedom, you need to have this idea that true freedom isn't doing whatever you want, but being capable to handle yourself with whatever bad things or good things that come with the decisions you choose or whatever you decide to do. And that's the actual freedom that you have. Being able to do whatever you want without really worrying about the consequences, because you're responsible enough to handle yourself with whatever comes after the decisions or whatever choices that you've made. I hope this video is helpful to you in some way. If you have any thoughts about this video or any problems with your life, you can definitely leave it down in the comments. Until then, stay disciplined.